Good morning, children. This is me, Manjunath TM, Assistant Master, Sri SAKHS High School, Bada. I welcome you all for online class or called YouTube class. Today I am going to introduce you a poem of 9th standard, that is Upagupta. Upagupta is a poem about a story of a Buddhist monk. He is called Upagupta. He was a disciple of Lord Gautama Buddha. You know who is Gautama Buddha? He was the founder of Buddhism. His famous principle is that is one who have a desire, it is the destiny for his future. In Kannada, ಆಸೆಯೇ ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂಲ. That is, in correct way of saying, desire is the root of a cause of sorrow. So it is the famous principle. It was presented by the great Buddhist Lord Buddha. So today I am going to introduce or to explain the more information about the Buddhist monk. Buddhist monk is name called Upagupta. Upagupta is the follower of whom? The follower of the Gautama Buddha. Follower means you can say that Shishya, like this, student, you are saying that. But it is in the religious way, one who follows some great person, they were called follower. You understand? So, Gautama Buddha's disciple or called follower is Gautama Upagupta. So, a disciple of Lord Gautama Buddha, and this is the poem having a conversation between or the information between or transaction of those words between the two characters, that is one Upagupta, another one is Vasavadatta. Vasavadatta, it is a female character. She is a dancing girl. She is a dancing girl. Of where Vasavadatta is the dancing girl of Mathura. Mathura is the famous city in India. She was proud of her beauty, youth, and her wealth. She was very proud of herself. Does the meaning of proud? Yesterday only we have asked that question. What is proud? Yes. She was proud of her beauty. She looked so beautiful because she was feel a proudness of her beauty. I am looking so beautiful. Not only she was proud of that her beauty, but also for youth. She forgetting that after the youth she will become a old. So she is in the age of or in the stage of youth. She was feeling so proud of that also, and she has a rich money in her with her. She is a wealthy girl, so she was proud of that point also. She is proud of three things. One is her beauty, another one is a youth, another one is wealth. She is proud of these three aspects. So, Upagupta, he was an ascetic person, age 30. someone who is called hermit, or we can call sannyasi, or we can call Swamiji, like this. He was an epitome of his kindness. He is a very kind person. He was famous for his wisdom and selflessness. So these are the quality of Upagupta, and these are the quality of Vasavadatta. Dear children, today I am going to explain this poem about one dark night. What happened to Upagupta and to Vasavadatta. These are the two characters I am going to explain in this poem. Shall I repeat this in a short way? Yeah. The title of this poem is Upagupta. These are the qualities we have observed about Upagupta. That he is ascetic, he is like a sannyasi, or we can call as I told, hermit, like this. And his another quality, he is very kind. Another, he has very good at his knowledge, wisdom, and he is always giving help to others. He has no selfish. It is selflessness. So it is called selfishless. Right? Here, Vasavadatta, it is her quality. She looks so beautiful. She has that beauty in her face and her body, so she was prouder. And also, she is in the age of youth. She became a proud. She has a lot of wealth with her, so she is a pride. So she is a proud of these things. But Upagupta has no whatever that Vasavadatta has. He has these things, she has these things. Do you understand? So here, what happened? On one dark night, Upagupta, who was sleeping in the roadside, that was a dark night, so we can't able to see anything in a darkness. When the lights reflects on the particular object or the particulars, we can see the thing. You just close your if you are in the room or if you are in your home, you just close all the doors and windows and switch off your light. What you can see, you can't see anything else. If you open the window or the door, or you just switch on the light, then you can see anything else. Because any object can be clarified or visible, the thing can reflect the lights. So that in a darkness, there will be nothing to be clear to be found. Do you understand? No images are visible. So dark looks like a completely blackness. So that was a night, it felt so dark, nothing to be appeared. So on the dark night, Vasavadatta, she is a dancing girl. She was pride of her beauty, youth and wealth. She is moving on that road. She stumbles over the body of Upagupta. Upagupta was lying on the roadside. Knowingly or unknowingly, she stumbles down. Stumbles means what we can say, it is slip in a walking. To slip in a walking. So it is might have been occurred in your day-to-day life. While you are walking, while you are playing on the ground, many times you are stumbling. No? In Kannada, muggarisu. It is happened to you while you are walking here and there, you are home or in the school field or somewhere. Do you understand? Same thing happened to Upagupta. Yes, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. So, he was sleeping on the dusty ground. As I told. There is a question arises here. Why do Upagupta is sleeping on the roadside? I think you might have caught my point. ನನ್ನ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. So why do Upagupta sleeping on the roadside? Because he was very simple person. He has no wealth, has no chance. Vasavadatta. He has no his own house, bungalow, or palace, or any hi-fi qualities, privileges, whatever the people who are getting in the particular arrangement. So he didn't have those things. He is very simple person. You can say him a poor person, but he was the rich in kindness. He was very rich in wisdom. He is very good at qualities. Do you understand? So let's see the poem. Upagupta, he was the disciple of Gautama Buddha. Lay asleep the dust by city of wall of Mathura. The lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and the stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. Here, how was the situation, or how was the condition, or how was the what are the things are to be found when Vasavadatta met Upagupta? That night, as I told earlier, it was a dark night. There is a dust which were on the city wall of Mathura. These are the incidents have been taken place in the city of Mathura. As I told, Mathura is the most famous historical city in India. There this incident happened. He lay asleep beside the wall of Mathura. ಮಥುರಾದ ಒಂದು ನಗರದ ಗೋಡೆಯ ರಸ್ತೆಯ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಗೋಡೆಯ ಮಗ್ಗುಲಲ್ಲಿ disciple Upagupta was sleeping. Do you understand? All the lamps were all shut. All the lamps were all out. So during the night time, when we switched off the light, then we go to sleep. So the same thing, everyone of that Mathura city, everyone closed their lights because it was already night. It is the time for sleep. And all the doors were all shut. Shut means closed. Everyone of Mathura, they are closed their doors in their home. And the stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. So it means that the stars which are there on the sky, it was hidden, it was hid by the murky sky. Oh, in Kannada, Moda Kavida Vatavana, what we can say. So that type of the atmosphere are found on that night. I think it's clear. Is it right? So it was the time, it was the atmosphere, or it was the climate, or it looks this way when Vasavadatta met Upagupta. So what happened? As I told, she stumbled the Upagupta, whose feet were those tinkling with ankles. Whose feet? Vasavadatta's feet. It was tinkling. Tinkling means shining. Shining means, yes, it so looks attractive. How the stars are shining. Do you understand? Like this, his feet were those tinkling with anklets. It is a type of ornaments which were used to wear for feet, like this, here in this part. it was making the sound of tinkling. Tinkling, it is a type of sound. And touching his breast of sudden. You feel that here is a Vasavadatta, Upagupta was lying asleep. The Vasavadatta, who came on the way, she stumbled down. A person was sleeping. What was touched to the Upagupta? The feet of the Vasavadatta touched a person who was sleeping. So it was her leg or the anklets touched the breast of a person who was sleeping. He is none other than Upagupta. Here, Upagupta was sleeping now. On the way, Vasavadatta came. Our feet touched the sleeping person. Do you understand? So, immediately, suddenly, he woke up and startled. Startled means shocked, surprised. What happened? Who came here like this? And the light from the woman's lamp, you just look at the picture, they are given. Look at this picture, this way. So he is sleeping. Suddenly, when she stumbled something, she hold her lamp and she light her lamp struck her forgiveness. So it feels that she saw his forgiving eyes, Upagupta's merciful eyes. He is also merciful. Yes. So, he looks so calm. He looks excusing person. Suddenly, she saw eyes of that Upagupta. His eyes shows a merciful eyes, excusing eyes, and a lamp struck is the type of merciful eyes. He saw, oh, it was a dancing girl. Stared with jewels. Stared means it was so shining. How it was shining? Or jewels. You know what are the jewels can normal woman wear? That is earrings, nose pin, understand? Necklace or the chain called bangles, rings, anklets. Anklets means in Kannada, kalkadaga. So, or you can use the chain. These are the ornaments which were especially women or the girls are using those things. So, when Upagupta opened his eyes, he saw that was a beautiful young girl, that is Vasavadatta. Her jewels are shining like a twinkling stars. How the stars are shining? So shining, twinkling stars. Like this, the jewels of Vasavadatta's, they were a star with jewels. Wearing a pale blue mantle. Mantle means it is a type of a dress, especially a rich girl or rich woman or the king family female person. They are using those type of the dress. She wear those dress. Drunk with a wine of her youth. You know how she looks to the Upagupta? She looks like a drunk with a wine of youth. Henge? ಯೌವನದ ಅಮಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತೇಲುತ್ತಿರುವ ಯುವತಿಯಂತೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. As I told in the beginning of this poem, she was a pride of her youth and beauty. So she looks like a person who drunken. How he feels, how he looks, he is floating on the air. In ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಕುಡ್ದವ್ರು ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ತೇಲೋ ತರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Here this lady, that Vasavadatta, she also same in the way of youth. ನನಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ವಯಸ್ಸಿದೆ, ಯುವತಿ ನಾನು, ನನಗಷ್ಟು ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಇದೆ, ನನಗಷ್ಟು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತಿಕೆ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಗರ್ಲ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗ ಡೆಕೋರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಳೆ ದೇಹ ಆಭರಣಗಳಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವಳು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು, ಆ ಯೌವನದ ಮದದಿಂದ ತೇಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಉಪಭಕ್ತನಿಗೆ ಅದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಯಸ್. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face that is austerely beautiful. She lowered her lamp, who is sleeping, and she saw that was an young face of that ascetic person, Upagupta. So lamp ಅನ್ನ ಮುಖದ ಹತ್ರ ಹಿಡಿದ್ಲು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತು ಅವನ ಮುಖ. It is ascetic, a beautiful person. Suddenly she replied, "Oh, young ascetic, forgive me, excuse me. I feel so sorry for this," said this woman. Ayyo, I feel so sorry, ma. Sorry, I forget. Forgive me. I can't see you. You are sleeping here. I can't see you. By mistakenly, I touched you with my legs. I feel so sorry. Please, like this. She offered an excuse for her mistake towards the Upagupta. And she offered Upagupta to graciously come to my house. You just come to my house. It was an offer by Vasavadatta to Upagupta. Why are you sleeping here? Come to me. Come to my house. This dusty earth is not fit to you. He is not fit to you. It is not a fit place. Why are you sleeping here? Come to my home. I will provide all the things, whatever you want. I will provide all the things of bed, no separate room, separate things, everything. Because she has a lot of wealth, no, she can able to provide all the privileges or the facilities, whatever that our Upagupta need. She offered those things. Suddenly, can you imagine this ascetic or Upagupta ready to move with her? Suddenly that young man answered, "Hey woman, go on your way," with a loud voice. Go on your way. When the time is ripe means when the time will come, ripe means it is in Kannada, this mango, ripe mango. Pardon? Yes, magida. So when the time will come, I will come to you. I will meet you. I will reach you. Suddenly that black night showed his teeth, the flash of lightning, the storm roared from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in a fear of some unknown danger. It's very important thing you have to observe. When she offered this to the Upagupta, that Upagupta became anger with a loud voice. "Hey woman, go on your way. when the time will ripe, when the time will come, when the time will reach, I will come to you. I will reach you. ಸಮಯ ಬರಲಿ, ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾನೇ ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀನೇ ನನ್ನನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮನೆಗೆ ಕರಿತೀಯ, ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಕರಿತೀಯ, ನಾನೇ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ. At the moment there is a one type of the storm. Storm means it is a violent disturbing a tree that become different atmosphere is turned. ಜೋರಾದ ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿಯ ರೀತಿ ಬೀಸು. At the moment, the corner of the sky, there is a one type of the sky is turned, and the woman became a tremble. Tremble means she get fear of some unknown danger. Something danger happened to me. ನನಗೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಅಪಾಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಯಿತು. Suddenly, a year passed. Yet not year passed. The time became right. The time will come. ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. It was the evening of the day in April. It is a spring season. In a spring season, all the leaves were fall down and it sprout out a new leaves in every tree. I think in your Kannada line, Vasanta Kala, there is a Kannada line, Vasanta Kala Bandaga Mau Chigirale Beku. You have heard this song. So that is called Vasanta Kala in English, spring season. During that time, each and every trees are past its old leaves and new leaves will be sprout out from the different branches of the particular tree. So that was the season. It always comes in the month of April. The branches of wayside, the trees were full of blossoms. Full of blossoms. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಳೆ ಎಲೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಉದುರಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊಸ ಎಲೆಗಳು. It looks so nice and so beautiful. The gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. There is some music of flute, musical instrument like flute. That flute is flowing there, so the sounds here are moving here and there. It was came floating in the warm spring air. So ಆ ವಸಂತ ಕಾಲದ ಗಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ that flute sound as moving, floating. Understand? So that was the situation. It was happened before 1 year. That was when she met that Upagupta at that dark night. You understand? Upagupta was passed through the city gate. Which city? That is Mathura. Mathura is a city that Upagupta moving passing that gate of the Mathura city, and he stood at the base of rampart. It was that woman who was lying at his feet in the shadow of a mango grove. Mango grove means a group of the mango trees were found. It is called mango grove, or topo, or we can say tota. Now one interesting thing, who was lying there under the mango tree. Many of the branches of the tree leaves are blossoming. Now outside of the Mathura. Understand? So there is a Mathura city gate, what we can call in our village, Ur Bagilu. So that is the gate of Mathura. There is a mango grows. Some of the mango trees are growing there. So under that mango tree, under one lady is falling down. She was sleeping there. So near that lady, this Upagupta is passing near to that girl. Can you imagine who is that? That is struck with a black pestilence in her body that was spotted with the stores of smallpox. That lady is having an epidemic disease in Kannada, Sankramika Roga, that is called smallpox. In our village, these are the kinds of diseases: smallpox, chickenpox. ಏನು ಈ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಂತಹ ರೋಗ ಅದು? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೈ ಮೇಲೆ. ಎಸ್, that is Kannada, Dadara. It can be transferred from one to another. So in our home, when I was a child, I have feel from smallpox. So they made, in our family, they made a person who struck by this disease, they make a separate arrangement. The things which are used by the diseased person, those material like towel, bed sheet, or the things which are used by that diseased person, it cannot be used by others. It may spread to that person. How that corona is there now, the same thing. So she was shifted to out of the city. Do you understand? So she was lying out of the city under the tree. No one is ready to take care of her. Once upon a time, just before 1 year back, she was proud of her beauty, proud of her youth, proud of her wealth. The same lady on that day looked so attractive, beautiful, proud of those things. Now she was lying under that mango tree with an effect of smallpox. Do you understand? Yeah. Because it is contagion. It was a poisonous contagion. To avoid that contagion, she shifted her to out of the village or that Mathura city. That ascetic person, Upagupta, sat by her side. Most of the Mathura people sent her out of the city to avoid that contagious disease which not spread to the other people of the Mathura. So they shift her to out of the village. Do you understand? But this ascetic person, Upagupta, he sat near that Vasavadatta, a contagious person. He sat by her side, took her head on the knees. He took her head on the knee. Understand? He moistured her lip, with the water. He had some water with him. He moistured that water to her lip and smeared her body with a sandal balm. Balm means it is a type of the cream to use to heal the pain. Understand? So it was prepared by sandal tree, sandalwood. It looks so attractive smell. So he applied a paste or the balm which was made by sandal. He applied to her body, and she asked, "Who are you? So merciful person." she asked, and he answered, "The time at last have come, so I have missed you, and I am here," replied the young Vesati. So, this is the poem. At the end, he said, "The time has come. On that day, you offered me, you invited me to come to you, come to your home, but on that day I told you, go on your way. When the time will arrive, when the time will come, I come to you." So this time have been come here, the time has been came, so I came to you where you are lying. I came to you, I serve you, you will be cured as shortly as possible. So these are the things we have observed in this poem. In this poem, what we have learned, as the disciple of Upagupta, whatever he does in this poem, he is a merciful person. That merciful person can show mercy on any weaker section, he will be cured. So this is the poem. So thank you for hearing this wonderful poem, which were related to the greatest Buddhist monk Upagupta. Thank you one and all.